In this episode, we get a bit of a late start, we cruise around Kingston a bit, and then head east to dock overnight at one of the beautiful Thousand Islands. Welcome aboard. We were in a little bit of an awkward position when we were at Confederation Basin and when we wanted to leave. So what we did is we set up a line that was wrapped around a cleat on the dock and around the bow, so Jacqueline's holding it there. And this helped me kick the stern out a little bit, just to make it easier to back out. We were sort of in between finger piers and kind of an awkward situation, but a great place to dock. So I should have, in hindsight looking at this, have gone out a little bit more at a sharper angle with the stern before I started to swing the bow forward and to starboard. And you'll see where I get a little bit closer than I'd like to that small boat just at the 2 o'clock here. Pretty clearly, I'm not the only person who's nervous about that. I could see Jacqueline looking with a bit of trepidation. And so I was able to maneuver it pretty well. Go that way. Absolutely, sweetie. That's where I'm going. Go straight. Novel concept. I'm on it. And with that, there we were, getting ready to go to Confederation Basin and go explore a little bit. The first leg of our trip that day was, well, leaving Confederation Basin, first of all. I wanted to go to a marina very close by, the Kingston Yacht Club, and fuel up there, but we learned that the gas dock was closed. Instead, we went a little bit farther west over to Portsmouth Harbour, and that's the white circle just to the left of the screen. Just a leisurely little cruise. Getting into the harbor was super easy. Finding the gas dock, also super easy. Basically just hang a left as soon as you get inside. We docked up pretty easily and nobody around. So I made my way over to the office. They called the dock hand and helped us fuel up. This is Portsmouth Olympic Harbour, and I guess it was set up for some of the water sports for the '76 Olympics. And right there is the famous or infamous Kingston Pen. It's the Kingston Penitentiary. It's now just kind of a tourist attraction. It was a good, easy run coming in from Kingston Municipal Marina. This is one of the joys of owning a boat. Joy is not the right word. Yikes! Oh my, that was kind of expensive. And with that, A lot heavier on gas and a lot lighter in the wallet. We leave Portsmouth and make our way where? Well, east, definitely. We wanted to head back over a couple of days, back towards Gananoque Way and then towards Ivy Lee. So we didn't have a definite plan, but we did have a direction. And if there were things that were interesting, we would just have a look at them. The next couple of legs of our trip were still around Kingston. We'd go to point number 2, which is just south of Fort Henry, which is a historic fortification. Then up to 3, which is heading up Deadman's Bay towards the Canadian Forces Base Kingston Yacht Club, and then in between Cedar Island and the mainland to get us to point number 4. To our front is Cedar Island with, yes, a Martello Tower. There have been quite a few of those in the last couple of days. And we're making that turn to port to take us up Deadman's Bay. To the left, you can't really see it very well at all, is Fort Henry. Look it up. Very interesting historic site. It's an old fortification and really dominates the heights overlooking the harbor and the Kingston area. Just in front of us, where all the masts of the sailboats are, is the end of Deadman's Bay. And this is the home of the Canadian Forces Base Kingston Yacht Club. This is also where we had our boat, our Sea Ray, for the second season that we owned it. We had brought her down from Belleville. The Base Yacht Club was a great place to learn. There were just people with decades and decades of experience with everything from, piloting and navigation through to repairs and troubleshooting. And everybody was helpful and just willing to pitch in all the time. We really enjoyed it, and we still have some very good friends who cruise out of there. And the next legs of our journey. Well, we were just leaving point number 4 on the map, go out to 5, which is just beyond Milton Island, and then rather than take the Bateau Channel on the north part of Howe Island, we would go along the south, a little bit more open, but take us between Howe Island and Wolfe Island, up towards sort of Aubrey, Beau Rivage, Mermaid Island, up just south of Gananoque.
Chloe. Hi, cutie. You okay? You don't like this much, do you? Aubrey Island, Part 2. We looked at Beau Rivage, that was full. Mermaid Island was in the path of the wind, so that wasn't going to work at all. So we noticed this was empty. It seemed pretty ideal when we were here, well, just a couple of days ago. But there's a pavilion really close by. I picked up some firewood, and it's still very lush and overgrown, except for whatever is eating those. It's so still on this side of the island, but at the other dock where we were, it's pretty brisk. So the wind's coming in from the northwest. Not ours. Wish they were. They're beautiful. It is Wednesday evening and we are back on Aubrey Island and just getting dinner ready, and we've basically got the pavilion, and so we've been using the fireplace. I had this nostalgic idea that we were going to use firewood in this old school blue nose wood burning stove, and we're going to cook wood like our grandparents did. And I'm suspecting our grandparents ate a lot of food that wasn't fully cooked, honestly. It's keeping stuff warm and it's generating heat, but it's just not doing the job. Okay, lesson learned. It's getting dark, but we're going to have a really nice meal of marinated chicken and sauteed peppers and onions. So basically fajitas, but it's going to be nice. And basically we have the place to ourselves. We're a really nice couple of kayakers that came in from Gan. They're camping up the way, but man, this is idyllic.
Hey everybody, if you like what you saw today, hit that like button, click subscribe, tell your friends, send us comments. Don't ever stop exploring, and we'll see you next time on Aqualibrium.